10 weeks of regular season football and the playoff wait is over. These Huskies thrive off of the playoffs, and tomorrow night we start round one. This is the Husky Huddle, and I have your round one preview, Centennial versus Orange Lutheran. Centennial beat Orange Lutheran in week 2, 45-28, and those 28 points are the most Centennial had allowed all season long. So what can we hope to expect out of tomorrow night's matchup? Well, hopefully a win. In contrast to the Husky season, the Lancers faced tough opponents in their last 4 games. Losing to St. John Bosco, J. Sarah, and Mater Dei, the Lancers are finishing their season 5-5, while the Huskies finished 10-0. The Huskies have averaged about 30 points per game, more than the Lancers have averaged, and they have only allowed 20 points in the last 5 games. This defense is no joke. So how will this matchup be the second time around? Honestly, OLU has their star quarterback and South Carolina commit Ryan Helinski. However, without that star wide receiver Kyle Ford, I'm not sure their offense will be able to outplay Centennial's defense. Kyle Ford out due to an ACL injury earlier in the season, but in that game against the Huskies week 2, Kyle Ford had 165 receiving yards compared to Centennial's 171 total receiving yards. Throughout the season, however, we've seen some receivers step up. Gary Bryan, of course, coming off an ankle sprain like no time had passed. And in his time away, we saw Reggie Retzlaff shaping up to be a reliable receiver for this Huskies offense, as well as Aaron Smith and Armari Escalavan. Now, while the Lancers defense doesn't even compare to the Husky defense, they did give us some pushback, especially in the first half. I don't see that as a problem tomorrow, especially since the offensive line the Huskies had in week 2 is very different than the O-line we see now. However, the O-line has to play at twice the intensity they have been because, as we know, Orange Lutheran is a very different team than those in the Big 8 League that the Huskies have been facing. First round of CIF Southern Section playoffs kicks off tomorrow evening at Centennial High School. Will the Huskies be able to pull off a win? And if so, what are your guesses for how this game will play out? I'm Tyler Meyerly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow night.